Hey folks, it's Sam once again, and welcome back to another review, which I know, shocker, it's a film that came out this year? I've The reason I did that was because I know there are quite a few people who have asked me to review stuff that came out this year, but I just have no interest, especially in the bigger budget movies that come out this year. I really don't. Now, this film isn't out on DVD, but it's out on VOD and such, called Digging Up The Marrow. I believe it comes out DVD later this month in March. But again, people have asked me, hey, are you going to see The Kingsman? I have no interest in The Kingsman. I know a lot of people say it's a good movie, but that guy, Matthew Vaughn, isn't it Matthew Vaughn? He directed Kick-Ass, which a lot of people liked, and X-Men First Class, which a lot of people liked. And I didn't like those movies. I gave those a shot. I hated those movies. So the director hasn't been on my good side, movie wise. So I have no interest in seeing The Kingsman. I have no interest in the movies coming out. Fast and Furious 7? No. Avengers 2? I can honestly wait till DVD. I mean, really anything I can wait till DVD, and even then, I have 100 movies over there in the other room that I can watch, and I would rather watch and take my time on instead of the newer movies of today. Just, but this, on the other hand, I was interested in. Not by the trailer, because I thought the trailer looked like shit, but the idea behind it. It's directed by Adam Green and starring Adam Green. Now, Adam Green is not a favorite director of mine. I hate the Hatchet movies. Hatchet 2, I had some fun with, but then Hatchet 3 pretty much fucked that up. I don't think he directed Hatchet 3. Could be wrong, but Hatchet 3 I absolutely hated. Hatchet 1 I don't like. So Hatchet 2, I mean, Hatchet 3 pretty much maybe say fuck Hatchet 2. It's a series that has good gore. Just have a gore reel, and there you go. Because can't really think of any characters that I gave too much of a shit about. Would liked if Zach Galligan lived in Hatchet 3. Would have liked that. Hey, I get to see Zach Galligan again. Let's have a male hero once in a while. Nope, let him die a stupid death. Great. Hey, how about Stretch from Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2? Nope. I liked her. Go and die a stupid death. Okay. I will say, Adam Green, I really enjoy a film called Frozen. And this one, I just say, it's not as good as Frozen. Frozen is a much better film. But Digging Up The Marrow, I will say I liked. It was better than I thought it looked in the trailer. And how do I describe it? It's not a found footage, more of a fake documentary. Kind of like The Tunnel, but I would say I love The Tunnel much more than this. I love The Tunnel. The Tunnel is one of those underrated horror films that a few people I know enjoy, but either doesn't get a lot of attention or they sort of blow it off. But I love The Tunnel. Really love The Tunnel a lot. But I will say I thought this was interesting. I haven't seen Nightbreed, but this I've heard of Nightbreed enough to know that this seems a little bit reminded of Nightbreed. I mean, the general plot is Adam Green plays himself. He references his Hatchet films. He works in a studio. Later on in the film, there's a very fun cameo by Kane Hodder playing himself, and then there's another fun cameo played by Tom Holland and Mick Garris as themselves. That was pretty fun scenes. But Adam Green, which I don't think did bad as an actor. I know there were people who thought he was really crappy. I didn't think he was that bad at all. I mean, he shouldn't be. He's playing himself, or at least a version of himself. Somewhat extension of himself. So I thought he was fine. I thought he had some fun interactions with his buddy, who was a cameraman. It pretty much they've heard about the whole Fate documentary is, oh, one of the fan letters I got was from this guy who says that monsters are real and he hunts monsters and let's go see him. And that guy's played by Ray Wise. Now, here's one thing I don't understand is if Adam Green wants to portray this as a fake documentary, is it real, is it not? Why would you cast a known actor in that role? Don't get me wrong, Ray Wise did a good job. Ray Wise has been in films. He was in, I remember in Jeepers Creepers 2, and Ray Wise has been in a few other stuff. I thought he did a really good job, but I'm thinking, for this format that you're doing, for this idea that you're doing, Adam Green, why are you casting a known actor? I didn't really understand that. But he did. Ray Wise did a good job, and he's telling Adam Green his life story, what's going on. Now, I will say this. It is not a action-packed movie in the slightest. You're not seeing wall-to-wall monsters in the slightest. It is a slow burn. So I can see a lot of people getting bored with the movie. I didn't because I liked Ray Wise. I thought Adam Green did a pretty decent job. I liked the story it was going with, that Ray Wise's character had these really cool looking drawings, and you're learning a little bit more of the life story of Ray Wise and how there's this spot that he wants to go, and the whole title Digging Up The Marrow is there's how do I put it? Do I want to give that away? I'll give away in the spoilers section of the review. I'll put that. The ending confused me a little bit. I had to rewatch about the last 10 minutes, and then it dawned on me what the ending was, and I'll talk about that when I give more spoilers part of the review. The makeup effects, for the most part, was practical. I didn't really notice much CGI at all. I just noticed practical. I thought that was pretty well done. You mainly see him in the third act. It's not an action film at all. Was I scared? No. Was I creeped out? Not at all. Was it suspenseful? Not many films give me that sense of suspense again. But what I liked about it, I chuckled a couple times at the humor. I thought Adam Green has some good chemistry with his buddy. I thought the idea, which I'll get more into, was interesting. A little bit of a mystery, which I liked. Not really a downbeat ending. I'll do more than that. I thought the acting was good. It pulled me in a little bit as to what was going on. Some pretty decent effects in the third act. Again, let me stress, it's a slow burn movie. It's not a gore movie at all. That's not what it's about. It's not people getting killed left and right. So if you're expecting gore from Hatchet films, you're going to be sorely mistaken. Again, I would put Frozen much higher on the list above this. I thought Frozen is still Adam Green's best movie. But I would say this is my second favorite of Adam Green. I just thought the story was a bit interesting. I thought the performances were pretty good. I thought it made me chuckle a couple times, especially Kane Hodder and Tom Holland sequences. I just kind of got into the story it was telling and sort of the little ideas and mythology, I guess you could put it. So, Digging Up The Marrow I thought was interesting. But I gotta talk about it. I gotta talk about it with spoilers. So I'm getting the spoilers right now. When I was talking about the ideas, the Digging Up The Marrow, Ray Wise talked about how he saw this stuff when he was a kid. And Digging Up The Marrow, he would call this place the Marrow, which is sort of I don't want to say a tube, but it's a hole in the ground that leads to a tunnel that he thinks monsters are really deformed kids who have nowhere else to go. And so they go sort of an underground city, underground, which you don't really see, maybe because they didn't have the budget, probably because they didn't have the budget for it, but that there's a maybe underground city, underground place that these monsters live in. And that he's been hunting these, not really hunting because he doesn't want to kill them, but he's been searching these. And granted, I'm not really 100% sure why he's searching for these. Because you get the idea, because there's one time when Adam Green is talking to him that Ray Wise mentions he has a son. And Adam Green was like, wait a minute, you never said he had a son. And then this is one thing of the plot I don't understand. So if anyone's seen the film, maybe you can explain it to me. You get the hint that throughout the film you see that there's this lock on this door in Ray Wise's place. And Adam Green looks at it, he's like, what the hell is this? Don't go down there. Then near the end of the film, he looks at it again, the door's open, and he looks down, looks like someone was shackled there. So you get the idea, oh, well, that's his son, who's deformed. Because there's a part earlier in the film where it looked like Ray Wise was feeding someone. As like, oh, is that his son? So I didn't really understand, okay, so at one point his son was shackled there. Was he searching for these to get his son into that group? I'm guessing that's another. I mean, this is a film that's definitely made me think, but made me think in the right way. I know I'm going all over the place, but there's a part in the film where Ray Wise describes this woman creature, and he talks a little bit wistful of her. Then talks about how this guy was left dead and this and that. And made me think, well, maybe it doesn't tell us, doesn't spoon feed you this, but made me think, oh, maybe he was with that creature, and then that's how his son was born this way. But what I'm getting at before, when I went on a little tangent, you would think, okay, maybe he had his son shackled, wanted to find this, got him there, was feeding him, but then he later on goes, when he's talking about Adam Green, no, I gotta find them because I don't want them to, I'll lose him. I'm like, well, you just let him go in there. Now you worry about losing him? Or are you talking about, okay, I want him to be in that group, but I still want to be a part of his life? That's why I kind of didn't understand. Did he want him to live with them and him to still be a part of it? Or did he realize, oh my God, things aren't what they really are, and then he wanted them back with him? Might not seem like a big deal, but that's just a little thing I was a little bit confused by. Maybe it's something I confused myself on. But it's Adam Green being sort of excited about this, just enjoying the idea of monsters and how maybe they're not really evil. And there's some nice shots. And what I mean by that, I was talking about Kane Hodder. Kane Hodder is a fun scene where, of course, he worked with Kane Hodder on Hatchet. And there's a moment before that where Adam Green, his buddy, and Ray Wise are outside, and this creature pops up, steers the shit out of him. And Adam Green is excited about this. And so he's showing people. I just thought it was a fun scene because it's what I was thinking in my head. That I could easily see would happen. Is he shows this guy and then shows Kane Hodder, this is real footage. And Kane Hodder looks at it and goes, wow, that's cool. What movie are you using this for? And Adam Green, throughout the whole thing, is trying to explain that this is real footage, but then Kane Hodder keeps going on about, well, yeah, I know, but what movie is this for? And I'm not explaining it well, but it plays out a bit funnier than I'm making it seem like. just because I enjoy Kane Hodder, and I thought you watch interviews, Kane Hodder seems like a good guy, and I thought it was pretty funny. And then there's a scene later on at a convention where he's talking with Tom Holland, Mick Garris, and they're talking about another interesting idea. Oh, that guy, um, he's been for years trying to get one of us directors to go to him. He went to Carpenter, he went to Guillermo del Toro, he went to this guy. You're not working with him, are you? Oh, you are. And then Tom Holland, Mick Garris are giving Adam Green shit, and I thought that was pretty funny. And then leading to the third act, and again, this whole thing, it's a slow build-up of, hey, maybe these monsters are just outcasts, maybe they just want to be left alone. And really, even by the end of the film, you get the idea that these are sort of creatures that want to be left alone. But even Ray Wise says, well, just like any civilization, there's always a couple bad ones, or there's always a couple nasty ones. I mean, get into the third act where Adam Green, he's been told all these things. Ray Wise has lied about stuff. For example, Ray Wise says, no, I never met with anyone else. But then when Adam Green was at the convention, other directors are going, yeah, well, he tried to get to us. He says he was a cop. They go to Boston. I think it was Boston or Philadelphia or somewhere. And hey, no, we've never heard this guy before. But then they come back and Ray Wise goes, yeah, I said it was a private eye, not a cop, you ditz. Yeah, I didn't say ditz, but... Adam Green goes in there because now he's wondering, okay, is this guy full of shit? Am I being played a fool? And he goes off there with his buddy. I will say one thing I didn't like about this sequence. I thought he had some crappy writing in this sequence where even all this stuff going on, Adam Green does the face stare where, oh my god, someone's got me. Oh, I'm just kidding. I don't see anyone doing that in a realistic way. So that's one part of the script I thought was stupid. But when Ray Wise gets there and then all these creatures are coming out, and like I was saying, nice shots before during the Kane Hodder scene, and no, not Kane Hodder scene, but one of the scenes where they're looking at the video, they're looking at the camera, they're not watching the video, and we as the viewer can see on the video that a figure, kind of a creepy looking figure, walks out and walks away from camera. I thought, and it was probably about here. Like you have Adam Green, another guy talking to the camera. Then I look at the footage, and then you see a guy pop up and sort of walk away here. And that kind of stuff I like. I like that kind of little stuff. But at the end, you see a couple creatures. You see the small creature. You see the one that we saw on camera. They don't appear too much, so it's not a monster mash. But after a build-up, you get to see a couple of the creatures. Oh, that's cool. And they trying to get into their vehicle, and they're fucking with the vehicle, and they're able to escape. And then they try to figure out what to do next, and Ray Wise disappears, and they're wondering what's going on. And the ending, like I was talking about how the ending confused me, because it's Adam Green talking, and then you see video footage of someone or something going in the marrow, in the tunnels, and you see Ray Wise in a cage. And you pretty much get the idea that is trying to make Ray Wise saying to the camera, no, there's no monsters, and don't search for them, and this and that, trying to scare Ray Wise to saying that. And then the camera later on goes into Adam Green's place, sets the camera down, picks it up, looks at Adam Green, and you see his hand, the creature's hand, coming in the camera and pulling back, slamming it down. Adam Green wakes up, and then the movie ends. I go, that's a really abrupt ending. Like that's an ending that you're like, wait, what? That's the ending? So it kind of left a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth. But then when I went back, I went back about 5-10 minutes. Listen to what Adam Green said when he's talking to the camera, and he mentions how think he said a week ago, something left this footage, or left a package for me, left this for me. And you see that Adam Green is shaking up. He probably hasn't slept. He's shivering. I'm thinking, well, okay, wait a minute. He said this has been a week. So for a whole week, he still feels this way. Second off, then it goes to the footage. And it's like, okay, so he saw this footage of Ray Wise, and that's why he's shaking up. But then it cuts to when he was in, because I just, for some stupid reason, I thought he only saw the Ray Wise footage, and then the creature went into his place and fucked with him. But no, it was a word of warning. And Adam Green saw both of them. He saw the Ray Wise being scared, and then he saw a creature not kill him and this girl, but look at him to show, hey, I can get in your house if you don't stop this. I didn't need to spoon feed me. I could figure this out, using my brain. Hey, of course the monster doesn't say this, but get the idea. Leave us alone. Stop fucking with us. Just leave us the hell alone. I'm showing my hand here. See, I'm here for real. I'm going to slam it down so you wake up to A, scare you, and B, so you see, hey, watch this as soon as possible. Granted, maybe you could have used some text at the end, some text of, blah, blah, Adam Green is doing this. Ray Wise's character hasn't been seen since, or blah, blah, blah. Or if it could, I think that's what it needed at the end, is some text. So that it's not as abrupt. Abrupt. Can't even say the word right. I don't think it needed to be that. Wait, what? It's over? It didn't need to be that. I think some text would have been nice. But I do like the idea that, A, it's not really, well, I guess it's downbeat for, well, you don't see Ray Wise die. He could just be kept down there, but I guess in a way you didn't really see anyone die, so it's not, can't be too downbeat. And I just like the idea that the monsters are given a word of warning. Not just go and kill you, given a word of warning. So I like that idea. I don't know. I like the film. It's a short film. It's 80, 90 minutes at most. It is a slow burn, but I kind of got interested in the idea of this guy looking for these monsters. And I might not have seen Nightbreed, but I've heard of Nightbreed, seen clips, and the idea is interesting to me. Sort of a group of monsters, community of monsters. The usage of practical effects. Granted, you don't see them a lot, but when they're used, it's not a bloody movie. It's not a gory movie at all. But I like seeing some of the practical. In this day and age, it's nice to see that. Adam Green, I thought Adam Green did a good job acting wise. I had no problem with him acting wise, and I thought his buddy was fine and brings sort of reality into it. Again, I don't understand if you say it's a mockumentary. Like, you want to believe that this could be a real documentary, why you would hire Ray Wise, which he's a good actor, he does a good job, but doesn't make your believability help more. It's like, oh, that's Ray Wise. So it doesn't really help. That's what I mean. If you don't, like, why make it a fake documentary that you're playing yourself if you don't cast someone who people recognize? Oh, that's Ray Wise. You know what I mean? I mean, that couple little stupid character decisions, like at the ending with, oh, I'm gonna fake scare you into thinking I got pulled under, but not really. Someone has me. No, not really. And of course, it would have been nice to see a little bit more monsters and such, but other than those three things, and then also being a little bit confused with the sun angle, I got sort of into the ideas. I got into I liked the acting. Um, it tried to do stuff a little bit different with this format because found footage is definitely an overused format. It's not really found footage; it's also a fake documentary. I, it made me chuckle at times, and I liked the humor of the film, and I thought it was a decent little film. I liked it. I mean, I don't know how else to describe it than that, but I liked it. I didn't mind the film, Digging Up the Marrow. Might not be what people expect. Maybe people expect much more of a monster movie, much more. I mean, again, I'm not giving the humongous praise because it didn't scare me, didn't creep me out. That I wasn't, oh my god, what's going to happen? Suspenseful type stuff. But I rarely get that with any movie nowadays. So really, no movies scare me nowadays, and I'm not saying that to boast. I'm saying that as to being honest. For I'll say this, for an Adam Green film, I thought it was pretty decent. Not as good as Frozen, but I'll take Digging Up the Marrow over the Hatchet films. Hatchet films have some good gore, but I like the characters more in this, and I got into the story more. And the not cool looking pictures and paintings and of these creatures Ray Wise is seeing. And uh, I would like to pick up the DVD when it comes out. It comes out in March, I believe. I wouldn't mind picking it up. But maybe there'll be features, like a commentary or such. I hope so. But we'll see. But either way, that's my few thoughts on Digging Up the Marrow. I didn't give every single thing away because for those who are interested, and if you don't like the film, that's fine. Blame me. Not the first or last time. I'm not here to recommend anything to anybody. I'm here to just give my opinion. Win, lose, or draw. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.